ID is like identifying the identity, so give it a unique name. So let's consider these all are the students, everyone has a unique names. So we have 12 students here, so every student has a unique name. Let's give them identity. Hello friends, welcome to OctaCoder. We are learning about CSS Selector. In the previous lecture we learned about universal selector, tag based or element based selector, and the class based selector. Universal selector operator is a star and a class selector is given as a dot operator. These are the predefined syntax, we cannot change. So in this video lecture we are going to learn about ID selector. So let's start. ID selector is like a unique identifier. It is used as a unique purpose. I'll give you an example for the understanding the unique purpose, unique identifier. Nowadays everyone has a mobile and every mobile has a SIM card, and every SIM card has a unique mobile number. That is a unique identifier. That is called uniqueness. We cannot use multiple numbers on one SIM card. If you want to use another number, then you have to buy another SIM card. One SIM card has a one unique mobile number. That is called a unique identifier. But I wish in the future we can use multiple numbers on one SIM card, or there will no SIM card in the future. Somebody will develop some kind of a system that we don't need to use 2-3 SIM cards for multiple numbers. We just need to use one SIM card. I hope that will be happen in the future, or somebody will develop app. On that one app you can use multiple numbers, 1 2 3 4 5 7 multiple numbers. You can use it. We don't need to buy SIM cards. I hope in the future somebody will develop. Everything is possible, nothing is impossible. Human can do anything is possible. It's a technology world. So let's get back to our ID selector. So now you understand the unique identifier, what is the uniqueness. So let's learn about ID selector here. In the previous lecture we created the classroom, and these are the students in the class. Blue ones are the boy student, red ones are the female students. So we gave the classes. Some of students are the boys and some of students are the female students. So that's how we understand the class selector example. But here every student has a unique roll number, that is unique identifier. So consider this student is 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, and this female is a 4, 5, 6, like that. So we have 12 students. Every student has a different name. So let's give them a unique identity. So ID selector is created within the any tag. You can give it before the class, or you can start it after the class. Just give the name ID attribute and then equal to inverted comma, and here whatever the name you want to give, you can give it ABC, you can give it XYZ, whatever you can give it here, but give it a meaningful name. So ID is like identifying the identity, so give it a unique name. So let's consider these all are the students, everyone has a unique names. So we have 12 students here, so every student has a unique name. Let's give them identity. Let's consider this first student is Mark Zuckerberg. So let's go to our CSS files. So here we created the class example as a dot operator. So the ID selector has a hashtag operator. ID starts with the hashtag, then whatever the here you have given the name, we copy that name and paste it inside the CSS after the hashtag like this, and then give whatever you want to color. Any style sheet you can give it here. So we have the first student Mark, background color gray. So let's save this file and open in the browser, refresh. So see, this is a Mark. That's how we give the ID. Now this element has got a unique identity. This element is not all similar elements, but this element has now unique identity as a Mark. So like that we can give unique identity. So let's consider second student ID is, let's give Sundar Pichai, Google CEO, and same like that here. Just hashtag whatever the name you have given here, copy that name, paste it, and then give whatever the color, background color. Let's say you want to give Sundar Pichai as a green background color. So now second student also got the new identity. We have given the ID attribute, so these two students are the difference now. So like that ID selector is used. How to use ID selector now you understand. So you can give to everyone ID whatever you want to give OctaCoder. This one is Octa. Let's just give Octa. Background color, let's give it pink, light pink, and see. So like that we give the identity every elements. So let's give female student ID Malala Yousafzai, copy this name, give the hashtag ID, paste the name, let's give the background color black, and say. So that's how the ID selector is given. Let's give all student to some ID. Let's give this student is Miss Universe, her Naz, hashtag, paste it. You can give multiple red and blue. So like that we can give new identity. We have another female student ID Zhu. She is the most beautiful girl in the world. Background, let's say linear gradient, sky blue, and say dark blue. Save this file. Like this we can give everyone IDs. So like that we have given everyone different identity now. So these are the all students, all different name we have given. ID selector is given as a ID attribute, and inside the style CSS we have to give hashtag as a ID operator. So like that the ID selectors are used for the unique purpose. So in the next lecture we will learn about pseudo class, pseudo element selectors, and grouping selectors. So stay tuned with the OctaCoder.